I presented a challenge in my last couple videos to do what Paul wrote about in 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5, where he wrote, "Examine yourselves to see whether you are in the faith." He explains it further, "Test yourselves, or do you not realize this about yourselves, that Jesus Christ is in you, unless indeed you fail to meet the test." So this becomes very important for us. If we're truly going to be a follower of Jesus Christ, we need to examine ourselves fully. But the problem is that many people don't know what that involves. It's like what Jesus taught in Matthew chapter 7, that many people will call him Lord and claim to do certain things, but he will turn them away from heaven, telling them, "Depart from me, I never knew you." And these were people who fully expected to get in, but they didn't know what was on the test. It's like having a history exam and studying math all week, or getting your first grade textbook, but you have a college level exam. Either way, you're going to fail it. It's like what I heard Vodi Bakum say in a sermon from a few years ago. There's biblical illiteracy. People just don't know what's in the Bible, or they just know bits and pieces of it. So to truly test ourselves, we need to know what's expected. And an example of that is to look at John chapter 3. Now, most people are familiar with verse 16. "For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whosoever would believe in him will not perish, but have everlasting life." If you just use that verse to test yourselves, most people would say, "Yes, I believe in Jesus, so I've passed." But we miss so much more that he had to say in this conversation in the first 21 verses. Because Jesus also said, "I tell you the truth, unless you're born again, you cannot see the kingdom of God. I assure you, no one can enter the kingdom of God without being born of water and the Spirit." That judgment is based on this fact, that God's light came into the world, but people loved the darkness more than the light. So examine yourselves regularly, but be fully prepared. Join me for more as we dig into this deeper.